Then there's the captain. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ingram in at the three, the small forward. Here's Chapman coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Here's Cousins, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Indiana called for the foul.
And Cousins lives at the line, just applies tremendous pressure on the defense.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good.
And everyone knows when Cousins controls his emotions, he's one of the very best centers in the game.
And Cousins drops them both. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Now the pass to Durant. It's a very good look and converts.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
Kicks it to Turner. Pass to Chapman. Passes it to Cousins. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Last year it was a great home return for Oladipo, the former Hoosier. Played easily his best season of basketball since being the second overall pick back in 2013. Made his first All-Star appearance as well, and I've got a feeling he's got more of those All-Star appearances in front of him.
Here's Chapman. Pocket 6. At the elbow, it's Cousins. No problems knocking that one down.
And forget about the mid-range Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
Holiday looking for an opening. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Chapman the pass to Cousins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And, you know, even when the defense is on him and Cousins is well guarded, he still gets it done. Excellent footwork, good hands and strength, and he stays focused when he's in the paint near the rim.
Oladipo with the ball. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Goes up, finishes the break with a slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And Durant gets double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Teardrop shot. Muscala hits the bucket.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
For New York, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside Butler. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. Four on the clock, Butler. And the layup is good.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And Holiday kicks to Sabonis. Durant against Ingram. Durant, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down But you're right. They're happy with that shot.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Let's give it a go.
Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Second, the Knicks.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Durant, the pass to Sabonis. Over Ingram. And the shot is long. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Cousins. Here's Chapman. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 10. Oladipo outside. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Muscala. Back to Holiday. And that one's on target from the wing.
That's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the score by Indiana, he had a nice open look right there. Cousins has got 12 in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Muscala finds Durant, and Durant gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New York. So for New York, their last game, a win against Indiana. And slam dunk by Butler.
And already with a commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Here is Durant, following the score by New York. And the pass to Holiday. Back to Durant. The shot will not fall. So New York will take it the other way. Chapman, the pass to Cousins.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Butler. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his outfit. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
No good on that one. TJ Leaves checked in for Sabonis. And the second free throw, good. Here's Oladipo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here is Muscala. Outside Holiday. The rebound by Turner.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Here's Chapman. Outside Turner. Pass to Chapman. 6 to shoot. And it's good. 2 points. Chapman's got his second basket of the game. Well, Greg, fans were asking for it, and the NBA delivered. It was announced that AI will be a part of the dunk contest in All-Star Weekend.
And With the way AI comes up with those highlight reel dunks every game, it seems, you had to put him in the contest. If he wasn't a part of the festivities, everyone would second-guess the validity of the dunk contest.
And Cousins gets it to go.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
Yeah, it's actually palpable, isn't it, Greg? I mean, you can feel it. Every single one of these guys locked in, playing for each other. And that's why they're up. Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
Pacers trail by 18. Outside Durant. Down low. Here's Nunez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Fans can see what a team is doing on the court, but they can't see behind the scenes. In your experience, what are some of the hallmarks of a team with great locker room chemistry?
Yeah, you know, it varies from team to team. You know, you got various personalities, but I think the one common theme is really a respect for each other and a willingness to sacrifice for each other. That creates an atmosphere for people to be their best. The teams that have good chemistry, there may be friction, there may be drama, but underneath any of that is a real respect for each other and a commitment to sacrificing for each other.
And Durant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Here's Chapman. Ingram outside. Kicks it to Cousins. 5 to shoot. Here's Chapman, defended by Covington. And it's Butler missing. Pacers trail by 15. Outside Durant. It's over Ingram, and Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 6 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Chapman. Rebounded by Covington.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Yes, that goes in.
Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Here's Chapman. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
That's good from Chapman. Pacers trail by 14. Nunez covered by Chapman. Here's Leaf. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. From the arc. And that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from Chapman. 10 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Nunez, defended by Chapman. Passes it to Dawson. Bangs home the trifecta.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
Yeah, a little mano-mano, back and forth, guys going at each other, giving this game a little bit of edge and personality. I like it.
Here's Chapman. 10 points for him. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And so here is New York. They lead by 14. There's the triple.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, that's going with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going.
Knicks with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Nunez, covered by Chapman. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leaf. It's good from the top of the key.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Chapman. He's got 10. To the middle. Passes it to Knox. Here's Chapman. 10 points for him. And he gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Dotson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
And that one's good. Durant.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Nunez, guarded by Chapman. Nunez passes to Durant. For 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Chapman. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Knicks. They lead by 13. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
With the All-Star teams being finalized, we talked to AI about his first trip to the All-Star Game weekend.
I'd be lying if I told you that it wasn't a big deal. You can't really focus on getting picked for the team because as soon as you do, your game starts to dip. So when I heard that I made the roster, it felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Obviously, it's a huge honor, and I'm looking forward to putting on a show for the fans.
There's going to be a lot of debate about who should and who shouldn't be on the teams making some changes here. The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. When you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer. And was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scorers at that forward position.
We've got Mike Muscala. Durant is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nunez in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, the captain in the last game against the Pacers had a huge game. He finished with 45 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
And the Pacers with possession here. Following the score by New York, Covington with the bucket.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Chapman the pass to Butler. Here's Chapman, guarded by Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That free throw good from Chapman.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Both free throws good from Chapman.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pacers trail by 16. Nunez passes to Durant. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Chapman.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Shots good from Butler.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside Holiday. Passes to Muscala. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Ingram following the shot by Kevin Durant. Outside Butler. Inside. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Back to Butler. Passes it to Chapman. Turner. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Pacers trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
2 minutes. Nunez passes to Holiday. And the 3-ball is good. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside Turner. Butler on the way. Here's Chapman. He's got 14. Right side Turner. Here's Ingram, the 15-footer. Good.
Boy, I really like seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J. A lethal scorer who nails these shots regularly.
A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Pass to Holiday. Fires from deep. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Holiday against Butler. A second chance effort. Got a hand on it. Passes it to Covington. This one for three. And Indiana, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up three straight from beyond the arc right now.
The shot by Turner, no good. Durant, the pass to Nunez. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Chapman, the pass to Cousins. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Yeah, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Now here's Butler. 9 points last game. Here's Chapman. He's got 14.
Boy, I tell you, Turner's a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
The Knicks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Passes it to Dotson. Makes it off the glass. Dotson's got 5.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so it's the New York Knicks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Cousins has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. Miles Turner out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's the captain, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. 15-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Muscala, pass to Holiday. Back to Muscala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Oladipo. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Even when you're right up on Oladipo, he's focused on the hoop. Very calm under pressure.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. He can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pacers trail by 15. Holiday, the pass to Muscala. Durant against Ingram. Durant, the pass to Sabonis. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
And the Pacers call time here.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Knox, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 3rd in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Here's Knox. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Oladipo against Butler.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Knox. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. Turner trying to free himself up.
And I just love how Durant goes so hard on the defensive side, making an effort to alter as many shots as possible.
Oladipo dishes to Durant. The shot from 20 feet away. Chapman, that's good. Chapman's got 19 points.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Now, here's Oladipo. He has 5. Holiday, the pass to Muscala. 5 on the clock. Here's Oladipo. The teardrop falls in. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, the floater is one of the most beautiful shots in the game, and when used correctly, Victor Oladipo showing you he's got that shot down pat.
Here's Chapman. He's got 19. Over Holiday, and again, it's New York.
Yeah, it's called 3D. Dejected, deflated, on defense. That's what's going on right now, guys.
Down low. Here's Sabonis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
So for the Knicks, Tristan Thompson comes in for Turner. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Butler. Free throw good. Sabonis.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Here's Chapman. He's got 21. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Nunez, defended by Chapman, passes it to Sabonis. Here's Oladipo. The baseline J off the mark. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Pacers trail by 21. Nunez passes to Sabonis. To the paint. It's tipped.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Chapman. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Here's Knox. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And the basket by Knox. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Outside, Bogdanovich. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
New York moving the ball around, and Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Here's Chapman. 21 points in the game. Passes it to Siakam. And Durant sends it back. They recover it. Thompson with the bucket. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And so here is New York. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Chapman. 21 points in the game. The 17-footer goes down. Chapman's got 9 points now in just the second half. Indiana's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Outside, Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Durant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Hardaway's checked in for New York. That's good from Durant. New York leading by 22. Here's Chapman. 23 points in the game. Right wing. To the inside. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 6.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Here's Chapman. 23 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
That free throw good from Chapman. The Pacers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Knicks. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Pacers just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for the Knicks, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
Here's Siakam. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. 2 on the clock. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Indiana. And here's Covington. 8 points for him. With the floater, swiped it away. Here's Siakam. He has 6. Chapman the pass to Knox. Releases. Knicks working now with the first shot clock. Here's Thompson. And finally they hit one. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
To the paint, here's Durant. Nice pass, run into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Chapman, 26 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
That free throw missing.
And, you know, we've seen what Rick Carlisle can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Here's Dotson. 5 points in the game. And Durant gets double-teamed. And here's Covington from the arc. Chapman with the rebound. Chapman's got his 6th rebound on the night. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Left side, Hardaway. Passes it to Ingram. He kicks it to Thompson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Durant for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Shooting for New York.
And the first one drops. Turner's checked in for the Knicks. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Pascal Siakam. Both free throws good from Chapman. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes to Leaf. To the inside. The Knicks pull it in. Chapman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He kicks it to Cousins. Pass to Chapman. 15 seconds left in the third. Back to Cousins. Ingram wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Indiana with it. Dotson the pass to Nunez. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
And both free throws good for Durant. And so it's the New York Knicks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there may not be a lot of trouble. He's changing it up here. We've got Robert Covington. He's out there with Durant. And it's Dotson in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Chapman. And Siakam has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway kicks to Ntilikina. Offensive rebound. The shot's good.
Boy, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active. And usually that leads to good things.
Passes it to Covington. With social media providing instantaneous news, Clark, players have to really watch what they say now before they hit the send button.
Yeah, you got to pause before you peck, and you got to pause before you post. That's one of the things I would tell.
Well said.
That's what I would tell guys when I was talking about this landscape that they're in. Heavily scrutinized, and to the NBA players' credit, they've done a great job with social media. They're very visible, they're very accessible, they're well connected to the community through their platforms, but you do have to exercise some caution in how you go about your social media profile.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Dotson. Passes it to Nunez. Indiana again missing.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Down low, here's Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Clark, if you were a general manager, and I think you'd make an outstanding one, during the pre-draft process in particular, a player has declined to work out. Would you still consider drafting?
Yeah, I would consider it. And again, there would be some extenuating circumstances. Why has he declined? What have we seen? Obviously, I'm hopeful that my scouting staff has taken a look at him, and I've seen the kid up close and in person and done my due diligence, so I've got a comfort level with who he is and what he can become. But I don't think the declining of a workout is enough reason to just dismiss a prospect that you like.
Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to 2-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the captain.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
To the middle, Thompson passes to Chapman. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Does anyone else think that there was some goaltending happening in the second half they didn't call? Because, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it's debatable.
AI, you're an Ida man, my
What's
friend.
up, Charlie?
Jack and Kenny want to chat?
All right, Charlie.
Good luck.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Hi, this is Shaq. I liked your Russell Westbrook impersonation tonight. When did you first realize that you were getting close to that triple-double?
Oh, man, I think I still got a long ways to go before I reach that Westbrook level. But as far as getting close to it tonight, I didn't realize that was the case. You know, one of my teammates had to tell me it's a nice benchmark to reach, but it's just a side quest, man. Like, our main quest is just getting wins. And I was definitely happy to be able to contribute to the team tonight.
Great job.
Thank you. Here you go.